All right, guys. So, happy 4th of July. Happy 250 years, 1776 to 2026. Today we celebrate 250 years. And this is probably one of the biggest cookout days that there usually is in America. So, if you watched the video, you've seen where I got the marinade going on the country style ribs. So now I have taken them out of the marinade. I have let them kind of rest here for a little bit to get some of that marinade or the excess off. So, but there's still plenty of marinade left on here. So what we're going to do is let me get rid of those. If you've seen it, this was marinated with orange juice and mojo. So now what we're going to do is we're going to open up our seasoning, our rub. This is the Gospel All-Purpose Rub by Meat Church. So we're going to take that and we're going to take, let me bring y'all in here so you can see a little closer. There we go. So you can see what I'm doing. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them in here and I'm going to give them a generous amount of seasoning on these and rub it in. You want it all rubbed in. We want to get a good coating. All right, then we're going to take these, put them back on here because we're going to go put them in the smoker here in a little bit. All right, again. There we go. There's plenty of it in there that time. All right. Again, lay it on there. All right. There we go. All right. Now I've got the smoker going out there, getting warmed up, and it is about 200 degrees, which is perfect. And we're going to use mesquite wood chips with this. Give it that little bit of a mesquite taste. All right. And the last one. All right, there we go. Let me wash my hands. All right, guys, I will see you out at the smoker. All right, I'm gonna have to turn this down a little bit because it's a little bit too hot now. We want to keep it about 200. And right now it's cooking at about 3. So we can go and put everything in here, but we're gonna want to keep that low and slow. Let me grab my mitt. And we'll be able to get these going on here. I'm going to put them on the higher racks for now. So, there we go. Oh yeah. All right. And we'll put these on the next rack down. Then what I'm going to do with that marinade is I'm going to use that kind of like a little bit of a baste. I'm going to come out here later and baste them a little bit, but I'll use the marinade to do it. So, all right, that's it for the top. Now we need to get our, oh, I see what's wrong. All right, so we need to get our pellets. And again, I'm going to be using Western Premium Barbecue products, so 100% natural pellets. And of course in Florida, like everything else with 4th of July or every day in July, it is getting ready to storm. So if I can get this bag open, there we go. Let's get these in here. The pellet tray. There it goes. And that'll work. Let's see what the temperature is. All right, so it's coming back up. Lost a lot of temperature there with it. Oh, we're already getting smoke out of it. That's a good thing. All right. Looks like it's going to hold at 200. All right, perfect. Well, we'll come back and check on it here in probably about an hour, see how it's doing. And I will see you guys back in the kitchen. All right, guys, we got that on there. The meat is on the smoker. The ribs are cooking. It's going to be a little while, but we're going to go ahead and make us up some macaroni and salad real quick to go along with our dinner tonight. So I'm going to bring y'all over here and show you what I'm doing. All right, guys, so here's what we're doing. We're making some macaroni and salad. Now, this is an older recipe that my grandmother used to actually do, and it kind of became a staple in her family. So macaroni salad, start out with some English peas. These are canned, of course. All right, a little bit more, that's probably enough. All right, now, I didn't make it from scratch, so you can get on to it if you want to, but store-bought macaroni salad. Now, the thing about it is I like to jazz it up. It's not bad. It's got a lot of the stuff in there already, so it's kind of hard to not do it, not be good. So, all right, here's what we're doing. Put the macaroni and salad in there. Okay. Now, you don't need to add any mayo because there's plenty already in here. All right, now we're going to take broccoli slaw. All right, here's your broccoli slaw. Y'all seen me use this before. I'm going to put about half a bag in there. That's going to give it plenty of crunch. Okay, then we're going to come in here with some cheddar cheese. Look at that. All right. And we're going to come in here with 1 package of ranch dip. Okay. Now, if it gets a little bit too dry, you can add extra mayo. There we go. Now, mix. Oh, wow, look at that. Look at that. And this is great. Now, if you want to take this a step further, I will tell you something that's really good in here. And a friend of mine, Greg, I made this up at Hunt Camp a couple years ago. And a friend of mine, Greg, told me, he's like, dude, you need to put some crab meat in it. That would be awesome. And I kind of never thought about doing that, but I will be trying it at some point. So, all right. Thanks, guys. I will see you guys here in a little bit when we go check on the meat. Until it's time, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. All right, guys, it's been a little bit now, a couple hours. We're gonna come out here and check on our ribs, see how they're doing. The heat is a little higher than what I want it to be. Let me turn that down a little more. All right, let's see how we're doing with the ribs. Guys, will you look at that? Those look delicious. And I think they're probably about done. See how these look. Oh yeah, look how juicy. Can y'all see that? All right, so we're gonna keep that heat on low for a little bit longer while we get the rest of the stuff ready to go. There we go, I got it on the lowest setting. So, ribs are ready. I'll see you guys back in the kitchen. All right, guys, so we're back in the kitchen. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm making us up a little barbecue sauce now. I'm not making the sauce from scratch, but we're gonna heat up our pan. Go ahead and get that going. Bring y'all in a little closer so you can see what I'm doing. Okay. Pan's heating up. I'm just going to put a little dab of olive oil in here, not much. All right. Then I got about a half of a finely chopped red onion. We're going to put that in there. We're going to let that simmer. While that's simmering and those onions are cooking, we are going to Did I turn it on the wrong side? Yeah, I did. All right, there we go. Now it's getting hot. All right, so let that cook for a few minutes. We're gonna get our garlic. Put in just about a teaspoon of garlic with those onions and let that cook. All right. This is going to go with our ribs. All right, let that cook. Now the sauce that I'm jazzing up, and you guys know I like it, is the G. Hughes line. I like all of the G. Hughes products. I haven't had one I didn't like. Actually, the steak sauce is phenomenal if you can find it. But what I like about the G. Hughes line is there's no sugar, no high fructose corn syrup. And, you know, to me, when you get away from that high fructose corn syrup and stuff like that, it actually tastes better. You don't realize how locked into the sugar. When you get away from it, the flavors and everything in there is much better. And you know, it is sweet, but he uses safe alternatives for seasoning that what do you call it? Wouldn't be, you don't have to go there with all the additives and sugar. I mean, he used to safe alternatives, but the flavor is much better. All right, so these are cooking. Starting to unlock that flavor because it smells like garlic and onions in here now. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. I got Kentucky bourbon, and I got a half a cup of Kentucky bourbon. So here in a minute, I'm gonna dump it in there and I'm gonna let that reduce. Here we go. Let that cook in there with that, with the onions and garlic, and we're going to add some more black pepper to bring up the peppery taste. There we go, that should do it. Now, I also do this with Fireball, and that cinnamon flavor in there, oh my gosh, it's delicious. All right, let's go over here. Let's turn it for a minute. Now, when you first put it in, you're going to immediately notice the alcohol in it, but that cooks out very quickly. I'm going to go ahead and put the whole bottle in here. All right. And we're going to come over here and whisk it. There you go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this on low and just let it sit here and simmer for a few minutes and blend all that flavor from the whiskey and the barbecue sauce and the onions and the garlic all together. And it'll actually reduce a little bit more. You can look at the pretty good consistency now. So we didn't really lose any of our consistency, but as it sits here and simmers, it will thicken back up quite a bit. So I will see you guys in a little bit. We're almost there. It's almost time for fireworks. All right, guys. So our ribs are done. Our beans are done. Everything is ready to eat. So I'm gonna bring you guys in here. We're gonna plate this up and we're gonna see how it tastes. So, y'all come on over. All right. So here we go. We get us a rib. Oh, look how juicy those still are. Oh my God. Yes. All right, we're going to get us a little bit of our macaroni salad that we made earlier. A little paprika, smoked paprika on it. All right. We're going to get us a little bit of baked beans. There's that. And we're going to get us a little bit of this barbecue sauce. But I'm not going to put it on the rib. I'm going to put it on the side because I'm going to taste the rib without it. All right. Here we go. Let's see how this rib tastes. Oh yeah. Tender, very good. That seasoning is wonderful. Oh yeah. Get a little bit of macaroni salad. Oh yeah. A little bit of beans. Oh yeah. Guys, from my family to yours, happy 4th of July. Happy 250 years. Guys, please go to the channel, like, subscribe, and share. If you like this content, let me know in the comments. I'm going to be making more videos. We're going to start doing some more fishing videos. It's just too hot right now, and I haven't had time to get out, but we will. I also want to go back to Operation Mako. I got to get the boat going. So, guys, again, go to the channel, like, subscribe, some share. Also, if you want some merchandise, go over to the website, Mike's Outdoor Adventures and Mayhem.com. Thanks, guys, and until the next one, I'll see you later. Hey guys, go over and check out the website, Mike's Outdoor Adventures and Mayhem.com. You're going to find plenty of information on who we are, what we're doing, links to all of our videos. And if you go over here and you click on Shop Now, you will be linked and it'll take you directly to the store. Check out some of our merchandise, some of our products. We've got coffee, aprons, plenty of t-shirts. For males and females, you can get them in different colors. We've got some fishing shirts and hats. We're going to be adding more stuff to the website shortly. So check it out. Get yourself some merchandise. Help support the channel. Thank you, guys.